Hey guys, happy 1st. It's July 1st of 2025. This is the collective reading for everybody. And it looks like we need to grow some tough skin because it's the occult deck today. Which means we get to deal with demonology and esoterics. So let's have some fun here. As always, if you'd like a personalized read, like, comment, share, text the link in the description below. If you feel called to donate, there's always Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and MetaPay. Or, of course, like I said earlier, if I have the room and you tell me what system, I run on a stupid Samsung, so I don't have Apple Pay. I can get Google Pay if I can figure it out. But anyway, just let me know what you need from me, and we could figure that out from here. My OCD is getting mean. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Accountability seems very important. Transparency, another. And transparency and growing a tough skin are key factors in why others are responding the way they are to you or reacting poorly to you due to like emotional reactivity. Okay, so we got the reverse Ace of Pentacles here. And I'm not going to pronounce these guys' names, so here we go. What I'm getting is there is a delay in reaping the rewards of victory. People are playing obtuse. They're refusing information. They're avoiding accountability due to rigid beliefs or fixed mindsets, or simply not knowing what to do, but knowing they don't want that. A lot of narcissistic tendencies, a lot of abusive tactics and behaviors, up to but not including like emotional abuse, anything short of physical abuse at this point, like let's say yelling at you or intimidating body language, or going back on a promise simply because they didn't like what you had to say, or being obtuse and playing willfully ignorant and looping cycles and refusing to break free of the habits. So there's a lot of, I don't see why I have to change, I don't see why I have to be transparent, making things unreliable, eroding trust, disloyalty, lack of commitment, fear of being homeless, fear of not physically having somewhere to go. People that are being emotionally abused are fearing that physical abuse that has happened in the past may be responding again. Just be aware of what you see. Don't become so willfully obedient and blind that you miss out on your opportunities. This card is a no. Not until you can lay down a solid foundation of trust, of devotion, what it means to commit. And it feels like there's an unstable living environment for someone like under 10. So if you're trying to get your son back, you're trying to get your daughter back, you're trying to get your child back, or you think that you want a child puppy or you want a kitty, now is not the time. You need to watch your resources. You need to stop overindulging. You need to stop avoiding your shadows. You need to stop refusing transparency. You need to stop going to just yourself. If the source doesn't work, you may need a third party. You don't want a third party intervention, but you might need it. Refusal to do anything if you can't do it yourself, or it's okay for you to do it, but when others do it, you become emotionally abusive. Let's see what else we have. And again, I'm not pronouncing. The reversed Hangman. So you have pretty much been a victim of circumstance or playing victim. So like victimized narcissism, malignant narcissism, due to lack of perceived control, not actual control, manipulation, due to perceived lack of authority. Again, perceived, they don't have any authority over you. They feel threatened. It is a feeling, it is temporary. They need to get over themselves and man up. This is a call to man up. Face the music. Because you are hanging yourself in suspension and you are delaying the inevitable. And if you would just come clean and tell them the truth the first time, none of this would have been happening. You wouldn't have to jump through all these hoops. You would have known exactly what you've gotten yourself into, and then you'd be able to do it. Oh, but he doesn't physically hit me. It's still abuse, sweetheart. Emotional abuse and spiritual narcissism is still abuse. Feeling like you're hanging in midair or being caught out to dry, or being left on red, or asking questions and being left unanswered when there's no wrong answer. Specifically when there's no wrong answer. There's a lot of being hung up about the details to not see the bigger picture. Personalized bias, skin walking, energy vampirism, refusal to see past their own narrow-mindedness due to inverted behaviors or backwards morals. It looks like someone that may have been seen as a freak, or may call you a freak, or may have been basing things off of physical intimacy. Like they're wanting physical intimacy from you, but then they're not acting properly and respectfully to get it. Again, I'm not pronouncing names. Two of Pentacles reversed. Sorry for my shakes, guys. So what I'm getting is, again, over-reliance on yourself because you can't trust anybody around you, or you try to depend on other people that just aren't reliable. There's a lot of rigidity and addictive behaviors to, like, control money or control resources because of their lack of perceived control, their lack of manipulation tactics working. A feminine role model may be hurting their fifis. It might be due to a lack of a mother figure, a lack of a father figure, a lack of authority figure in their life to teach them right from wrong. Them bragging about, oh, it was my childhood upbringing and now I do it. These are all facing the future. So it's going to continue to happen. It will continue down this path until their refusal to change and avoidance to the problem at hand and the reality sinks in. It looks like there's a lot of like single-handedness and self-pleasures taking precedence. Self-image is very important. Everything lies in a balance of cooperation, but there is none. Feeling hung up and feeling suspended when there is none. Making a mountain out of a molehill. Boy who cried wolf. There's just really a lot going on here that seem to impact negatively into the situation, objectively speaking. Secrets and disclosure, selectiveness, cherry picking, side railing, derailing, one-sided or unrequited boundaries. Like, I don't see why I have to be transparent, but if you tell me you don't have to be transparent, I don't see why you can't be transparent with me. Therefore, I'm going to react emotionally and abuse you because you're telling me you're going to give me the same liberty I give you, and that's not fair. So there's a lot of fairness and morals in the justice system that may be needing safeguarded or maybe looked in a little more. Their refusal or avoidance of looking inward, of self-reflecting and self-awareness can be affecting this, especially in the masculine feelings, because their feelings seem to be emotionally unavailable. Their words are skin deep. There's a lot of disloyalty, mistrust, devotion in the wrong things, feeling like a lost cause, lack of resources, lack of physical resources and help. So not only like friends and family, but a lack of wanting to see a therapist. I don't see why I have to see a therapist. I don't see why I have to do therapy due to a lack of emotional unavailability and lack of empathy, like apathy and ennui. There's also what looks to be a lack of self-love and a lack of love for others due to this. And it also looks like no communication or a low spirit or a lack of faith or differing faith morals or amorality, even bordering lack of action due to resentment and animosity and hiding their true intentions and motives. They tell you what they want, but then they don't act towards it. Or they don't tell you what they want and they don't act towards it, and then you never know. But the only thing stopping you from knowing is their lack of wanting you to know. So do not allow others' wants over your needs is the lesson today. But that's what I get for July 1st of 2025 on Tuesday. So as with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.